Hey Still Hearts, how y'all doing? This is Jada Lynn. Welcome to In the Raw. This is a channel where we sit and discuss narcissism, what it sounds like, what it looks like, and what it is up close and personal in your face. So this is the second part to custody battles with the narcissist. I wanted to bring attention to how they tell lies. One thing that you need to be prepared is, and shall I say mentally prepared, is that they are going to lie. You already know that they are full of tricks and lies under their sleeve. Well, they are really going to lay down some serious lies. You really have to prepare yourself for that. You really got to. And the family that they're going to, family and friends or flying monkeys or whoever they're going to have supporting them are going to be doing just that, supporting them and their lies. And you have to be able to be mentally strong enough to accept it and be like, you know what, I got this. You know, the judge is gonna see my truth. The judge is gonna hear my truth, because the only way they're really gonna hear your truth is if you are strategically cool, calm, and collected. When I was with the Overt, he tried his best way to milk the system of money the best way that he could. So he claimed public assistance. He claimed that he was disabled and that he couldn't, work and things like that. So he got on public assistance, and he lied, flat out lied, and told whoever the public assistance head or board or person that was in charge of his case, said that he has no idea where the mother is. He has no idea how to get in contact with me. I changed my phone number, and he just doesn't know how to reach me. And he has been, she left her kid. She left her kid here with me, and I need help. I can't work. That was his story that he told to public assistance so he can get money, pretty much. At the end of the day, this dude just didn't want to work. Let's just be real. He didn't want to work. But what was really funny was how he ended up getting followed by public assistance, not the public assistant, but the people. What do you have? The people who follow up to see if these cases are true or not. Followed him. He had his allegations. He had his lie out there, and what was it? Yeah, that's what he wanted public assistance to believe. And at the beginning, they did believe it. But he screwed his own self up by, that lie. Another thing is that you cannot file for child support when the child custody has not been established, when the custody has not been established. He did not know that. I knew that. And when we first started the custody battle, I filed for child custody, while he, on the other hand, went straight for the money. Do you hear what I mean? Now, when you get in front of the judge is going to see that, okay, this individual is going straight for the money, and this individual over here just wants a child. Do you hear what I mean? They're going to take things like that into consideration. Keep it cool. Watch attitude. I said in the last video, it was the whole tone for the whole video. Watch attitude. I know you want to get mad. I know you want to run this individual over with your car in the parking lot. You cannot do that, because now you're going to be in jail for kidnapping and attempted murder, and you can't do it. You can't get your kids like that. Watch attitude. Watch attitude. But yes, he filed for child support while I was filing for child custody, and the judge did not like that. She was a short little thing. She pretty much ripped him a new one just because of that alone. And there were a lot of times that I went into court where I didn't even have to say anything because it was his actions. It was the things that he was doing, things like that. Filing for child support when child custody had not been established is what pissed the judge off. And she was so turned off, and she adjourned it until the child custody was established. She said, you will not come back into this courtroom until child custody is established. And that's just what it was. And he looked like a fool. I just pretty much just sat down there, and I didn't even have to say anything. I didn't have to say anything, nothing. And that was it. You hear what I mean? Another thing was he lied about having a job. He went up in there, he had no job, and he knew he didn't have no job. He knew he didn't have a job, but he went up in there and he tried it anyway. When the judge is looking at the monitor, they have everything about you and the individual right in front of her or right in front of them. So they know when they ask you a question, they know that if you're lying or not. So she knew that when she asked me from my place of work, where I worked, the address and how long I had been there, she knew that I had been telling the truth because it was right in front of her. But when she asked him, he said how long he had been there or whatever, and she said, oh, really? So how long when was the last time you showed up for work? Because it shows here that you haven't been there in X amount of time. No, I don't know. Well, that's not true. And I'm still working there. Oh, it is? Well, maybe what I have on here in front of me is incorrect. So, and our judge was not to be played with. She was a short little thing, but she was a Tasmanian devil. She was not to be played with. And what she ended up doing was she adjourned the meeting for a quick little recess and had us come back so that she can call and find out the status of his work. And that's what she did. And we left out of her courtroom for maybe about like 15 minutes. And then she called us back in there. You know, the cops called us back and everything. And when, when we sat back down, she ripped him a new one. Excuse me, but you lied to me. You told me that you have been working for this company and this company let you go months ago. Like, I think it was like 8 months ago or something like that. It was something crazy. And he just completely lied. And that's just what it was. And yet again, in that courtroom, I didn't have to say anything. I was just sitting there. And she ripped him a new one. I didn't have to say anything. So, and like I said, in my last video, the overtone for that last video was to watch your attitude, watch your emotions, pull your emotions from this case because you are representing your children. Sometimes it could be situations like that where the narc is pretty much exposing themselves and you don't have to do much of anything. I didn't have to say anything. She pretty much just ripped him a new one because of the stuff that he was doing. He just sat there and lied in her face. And like, do you know what I mean? So it made my job easier, you know. But yeah, I just wanted to come in and just say that be prepared for them to lie, because they are going to lie, and swear up and down it was all her fault or it was all his fault. And that's just what it's going to be. So you're going to have to accept it. You're going to have to get that in your head and be blamed for things that they did. You're going to have to get it in your head. I know, still hearts. I know. And no, you cannot get the bat and knock them in the head with a big old knot coming out. But you can't do it. You trying to get your kids now. You're trying to get your kids. All right, now I'm going to see y'all in the next video. Now, y'all going to get me up in here acting a fool now. You got this, still hearts. All right, I'll see you in the next video.